Every country or major city has a place like King's Cross. In the States it's New York with Tribeca, in England it's the East End, in Paris it's Montmartre. It's where like-minded people can get together without feeling that they have to live a normal conservative life. I've lived here off and on for about 20 years. The great changes have been since the year 2000. The streets were wide and trees were planted. Hotels were made redundant and became apartments. Nowadays, it doesn't have the bleakness of the 1990s. I had an office just down Darlinghurst Road, and I used to notice that there were a lot of cops coming in of an afternoon, going upstairs and coming down again, seemingly without any purpose to it. Later on, I found out that in fact it was corrupt cops getting their money from the drug lords. And I thought, oh, that's interesting to have so much corruption so obvious and at the same time nobody caring. But out of that became one particular story, and from that came my whole idea that in King's Cross you can have the wealthy, you can have the poor, you can have the homeless, you can have rich lawyers, and they all intermingle with one another. The jungle has characters who range from an ex-rock star to corrupt police, to hookers, to people who are just fascinated by opera. There are a lot of people who you don't know what they're after, but they're after something that will eventually destroy themselves or another person. King's Cross has lost the aura of sex sleaze, but with these new clubs, there is a demand for ecstasy and speed. It's a turf war between two groups about who's going to supply the illegal drugs to all of these upmarket clubs. American university students come out here and are horrified that, in fact, that we make no attempt to hide the fact that certain buildings are brothels. They could not get over that brothels could actually advertise themselves and sit right comfortably next to an exclusive restaurant. And that's the thing about King's Cross, which is kind of wonderful, is it can morally outrage people.